Uh, Hello, Herman. I think
Hello.
the call dropped. Oh, sorry.
Hello.
Yes, hello, Herman. It's Walter. I think the call dropped.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
No, no, no worries. Just want to make sure we're trying to find a good spot.
Yes, I'm here.
Great, great, good to hear. Sometimes it's the reception. Um, but glad we're able to connect today. I know we've been since yesterday trying to see if we can talk about the position that we're trying to fill
Yes,
in
sir.
garage door sales. We did see your resume on Indeed, and just wanted to ask you a couple questions based on what we saw there.
Yes, sir.
We'll tell you about the company and about the role itself, but the plan is
Mm-hmm.
to get to know you a little bit better.
Okay.
And if everything aligns mutually, we can discuss the next steps moving forward.
Yes, sir.
With that being said, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a Georgia native. I'm born and raised here in Georgia. Been here all my life. Been working in places like warehouse settings. I got into sales probably about 2007, and I've been doing sales ever since then. So, big customer service. I worked for a dealership selling cars, and like I said, I've been doing it since 2007.
Okay. And like you said, for the most part, just kind of like being in that sales type role.
That's correct. Customer service. So I just love that. And like I said, I like selling cars and stuff. I just want to do something different. I'm 53 now, and I just want to get in just something different.
Sure.
But I enjoy
Okay,
sales as well.
just kind of change the work atmosphere from
That's
dealerships
correct.
a little
Yes,
bit.
sir. Yep.
Great.
Absolutely.
This particular role is actually it is going to be different in regards to kind of being a little bit more on, I guess you kind of say, kind of like in-home sales, where you'd be able to go out to somebody's home, residence,
Okay.
of course, build rapport, have
Mhm.
conversations, great customer service, and then eventually
Yep.
kind of which leads to the sale.
Yep.
With that being said, any relatable experience that'd be similar
Yes.
to that.
Yes. I worked for Terminex in sales.
Okay.
So that was home to customer visit. Again, inspection, on the homes and giving the customer the feedback they need. So I've done that for a while.
And then in regards to kind of similar, able to just provide the service at the end of the day, it still has that core fundamental. You get to know your customers, get to know the territory, the product, and then eventually try to, promote the sale. With
That's
that
correct.
being said, I'll go ahead and just kind of ask you a couple questions based on what you're looking for as you're kind of going through your job description. What would you say was kind of what gained your interest?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Walter. I'm very
Uh,
sorry. I'm outside. I'm
no,
sorry.
no worries. I was going to say, when you saw the job description or this job posting, what would you say
Yep.
was what kind of gained the most interest?
Well. If the office was located in Thomasville, that was a big plus. I was closer to home. I'm trying to be more of a closer to home body, and spend more time with family. And then I still want to be in sales. And I saw this position on going out door to door or selling garage doors, and I feel like I can do that. So that's why I gained interest in that. I believe I can make a big help in that position.
Okay, just kind of want to stay a little bit more local, more home.
Yeah, if I could, because when I applied, it said Thomasville, and I recently got married, so I was trying to be more of home and closer to home if I could.
Okay, yeah, just one second, because I know in the posting, I'm just double checking. Um, we are located, of course, in southern Georgia, but it'd be closer to Valdosta.
Okay.
That's kind of where it's a little further out drive,
Mhm.
where it's from Thomasville, but
Yep.
for the most part, it gives you the opportunity for, of course, to kind of start a different type of venture. You kind of
That's
take
correct.
and challenge.
Yep. Yep.
With that being said, timeline. Are you currently working at the moment still at the dealership?
Yes, sir. I'm at the dealership. wide open. So,
Yeah.
yeah, we work Monday through Saturdays, and we're wide open. So, I just want to get a change of scenery. Nothing's bad is going on. I don't have any problems on the job, any problems with employees. It's just me myself, and I want to just try to change up something in life.
Just like you said, just kind of switch things up and try something else.
Yeah, but I do
said,
want to stay in sales, though. I really do.
okay. When it comes to a timeline, the reason we ask if you're still currently working is, the end of the year, the holidays. What would you say your timeline is to kind of make a transition? Let's say if a position is offered, would you say, the standard 2 weeks, more than that, start the new year?
As of today, it'll be a little bit more than the 2 weeks because
Okay.
I personally, if I could, I would love to finish the year out. Just because of the year-end sales,
Yeah.
just gaining more revenue, I would love to do that, and also just to give my boss, who's been great, just give him a full timeline on what I want to do in my next step in life. So,
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Just want to
yeah,
kind of get
and I want to be fair.
courtesy.
Yeah, I just rather have more time than the 2 weeks, unless I just have to. But I prefer a little bit longer than 2 weeks. I really do.
Sure, no worries. And again, just the reason we ask, because we understand, the year's ending, the holidays. We're trying to find someone sooner rather than later, but at the same time, we're not rushing into it on our part.
Yes, sir.
So we kind of figured that's what we figured we'd ask. Some people might want to start fresh the New Year's, which is understandable. The interview process itself is about at least 2 weeks. We finish up this week with the interviews, and then next week would probably start doing the in-person. So it kind of aligns with that. So
yeah,
that's good to hear.
Okay. Yep.
With that being said, in this particular role, since it is going to be in a sales role, we do have a certain compensation where we feel that we'll eventually start off with a base salary and then kind of go into commission. We're looking at first year income potential to be between 70 and 90K. Is that something that would feel comfortable with what you're used to making? Is that
yes, sir? That's what I'm comfortable making. So that'll be ideal.
Okay, so that aligns. And if I were to ask, what would you say your sales? I guess you kind of say a sales style that you would kind of go about.
What I'm sorry. One more time.
Like sales tactics, sales techniques. What would you say your sales style would be?
Well, my first, I guess, sales tactic is just to get to know the person who you're trying to sell. Not per se become their friend, but just to try to talk to them and just open them up to see where they're at. And also just try to gain their trust and make sure that I know the product that I'm trying to sell. That's my tactic there. Make sure I know the product that I'm trying to sell, and also know the person who I'm trying to sell it to. So normally I will ask a few questions, and I hear the customer completely out, and I'll just go from there. So
sure, and that's fair. Like at the end of the day, try to be an expert. On the product, so have product knowledge of what you're trying to sell. But at the same time, establish that rapport, get to know your customers, find out what their needs are, so that way you can kind of, what we kind of say consultative sales approach, where you kind of, based on their needs, you're able to offer the solution.
That's correct. Yes, sir.
With one of the final questions that we do ask, just the position itself, does have a company vehicle, so we ask all candidates must have a valid driver's license and can pass a background check. Would you say you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. Yes, sir.
Great. All right, so what I'm going to go ahead and do now, Herman, is I'm going to go ahead and tell you a little bit about the company and about the role itself.
Yeah.
And then any questions, feel free to ask.
Okay.
Precision Garage Door, nationwide company, specializing in the garage door industry. Company itself is locally owned, so this is out in Valdosta, and looking for a new garage door sales representative who will play a vital role in helping customers select the perfect garage door for their needs. Kind of we're talking about that sales tactic, getting to know them.
Yes, sir.
So you'll provide outstanding customer service, of course, build the trust, solve problems using Precision's exclusive products, warranty, and training. So we do provide pre-booked leads scheduled by the call center for customers. Will, like I mentioned, drive a company vehicle. We'll offer ongoing training and support to help you succeed. But just looking for someone with the experience of a sales background, preferably in home sales, but you have extensive experience. So looking for strong work ethic, high attention to detail. Great customer service is key. So that's what we feel is going to help out. Clean driving record and pass the background check, like I mentioned. And then just the fact of being able to be coached, because it is going to be a fairly new industry. We feel that. So just kind of be able to kind of learn, like you said, the product, get to know the Precision system, and then at the end of the day, would benefit because there is going to be commission pay. We talk about in regards to the pay, we say between 70 to 90K, and that just kind of depends on based on experience, and then also on the commitment on the commission side.
That's correct.
Be discussed a little bit more in detail as we move forward in the interview process. Typical schedule would be Monday through Friday. We usually say about between 7:30 to 8 a.m. We don't really arrive at the residents' homes earlier before 8 a.m., but we can stay up until about 5 p.m., no later than 6, just kind of depending on the schedule throughout the day.
Yep, that's perfect.
Some Saturdays are going to be required, just the fact that some homeowners are working during the week, so we need to kind of be out there on Saturdays. Is that something you'd be okay with as well?
Yeah, I'm fine with that too. Yes, sir.
Great. And then in regards to benefits, there are going to be medical benefits, retirement benefits as well. And then for the most part, just looking, like I mentioned, someone that's able to kind of get to know the industry. We know most our candidates are going to come from that garage door background. So ability to quickly grasp the product specs, the features, and benefits just to answer the customer's questions. Listening skills is going to be very key for this position.
That's correct.
I'm pretty sure, we're working at the car dealership, you with a lot of experience, from different people, different backgrounds, just kind of be able to get to know them. So that's something that can help out. Time management, efficiently managing the appointments, the follow-ups, the leads, and then also what we feel is key is a CRM proficiency. I'm not sure if you've used software or CRMs in previous roles.
Yep, we're doing it now. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So that's going to help out. With that being said, what we can go ahead and do, Herman, if you feel that this is something you kind of see yourself doing, we can move forward to the next phase of the interview process.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to send out what's called a Spark Hire application link. The email that when we set up the call, it's Herman Garland 08@yahoo.com.
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to send you what's called a Spark Hire application link. Basically, it's going to continue this interview, but it's going to be a one-way interview. It'll ask you about 8 questions. Questions are going to be, what are your short-term goals? What are your long-term goals? Like I asked you earlier, what excites you about the position? What previous experience would make you a good candidate for the role? Things like that.
Okay. Yes, sir.
The only difference is
it time management?
Yes.
Is it time sensitive? I'm sorry.
It's going to be 48-hour link. So this will expire Thursday. I would say Thursday around afternoon. Would you say you'd be able to take care of it?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I just got some appointments that I need to attend to today.
No.
And it may take me to about 5:30, so I didn't want to,
No, you're going to have until Thursday. The link does expire in about 48 hours. Just in case, let's say, Herman, you don't have a chance to kind of finish. You understand work, life gets, things happen. This is my number. Just you can just give me a call or send me a text. Say, hey, Walter, I tried doing the link. It expired. So then I just resubmit it.
Yes, sir. I will. Yep, I sure will.
Great. If you have any questions with that, feel free to reach out. Glad we're able to have this interview. If there's no questions on your part.
No, sir. Not at the moment, and I'm pretty sure you guys got a good coaching team and a good coaching staff. I would like to learn everything I could about the job. So
Yes, we're here to help. With that being said, Herman, once you take care of that Spark Hire application link, we'll get a confirmation, and then I will follow back up with you.
yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Herman. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Okay. All right. Bye.